Wait, what the hell?
No. Meow. Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to immediately like do one of those like weird quiet loud whispers to everyone and say everyone freeze.
I will freeze.
And then as soon as everyone has stopped moving, without saying anything, I'm just going to gesture them to look down at my foot, and then I'm going to wave my foot like I'm trying to kick a rock, but the rock is not going to exist. So you see my foot swing through the rock, and the rock just kind of is immaterial.
Oh, well,
What
that's
are you?
screwed up.
What are you kicking?
I'm just gonna do the same thing, like that's gonna do something.
Yeah, there's like a fairly large rock that Redditu kind of stepped over, and if you put your foot through it, it is immaterial, as if it is not real and does not match the actual terrain.
So what do you
Scaldress.
think possibility
Scaldress.
of there being just empty spaces in the ground?
Scaldress. Use your gem of seeing.
Ooh, yeah. Guide our stealthing path.
Mm-hmm.
That's smarter than the spell magic I was going to do. I guess I could have done detect magic too.
Does Scaldress hear us?
That is an excellent question.
Because I like this idea.
Well, I'd also like to remind you, Reddit, that you have a fun little item called the Ring of the Grammarian that I just remembered about like last week.
The what? I've never heard of this. Grimmare?
I'm almost
What?
positive that you have it.
Maybe remind me what it does and I'll remember.
It's a ring that once a day lets you change the letters of a spell. You get to change one letter of a spell that you cast one per day. So like,
Oh my gosh, I totally
message
forgot about
becomes
that.
massage or like something like that. Remember? Because we were
Yeah,
brainstorming
okay.
shit you could do with your spells.
I do. Yes, I definitely have a memory of that. I did not realize that was a ring I had on.
Yep. So have fun with that.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
So, are you there, Andrew?
Oh yeah.
Would you want to use your
Gem of
gem of
seeing.
seeing? Garrett, my dad sent me that Joe Rogan episode, so I just sent it in the Discord.
Thank you.
What am I doing?
Would you like to use your gem of seeing to see the true nature of things?
Do I want to do it with that one, or do I want to? Not the one of magic detection. I mean, would that work better, or would I just want true sight?
You could do I don't know what your detect magic thing is exactly, but you could do whichever you want.
Or do I want tinker glasses?
You want the gem of seeing.
I don't think you want the Tinker's glasses.
I want you to want the gem of seeing.
Okay.
Alright, so you get 120 feet of true sight. So,
I truly
oh my
true
gosh.
sight true.
Oh, actually, this is perfect. Andrew, you will see the map differently from everyone else.
Hmm.
Now.
Yep.
Would you like me to just describe it out loud or tell you what you're seeing?
Um,
Like message it to you?
think I understand what I'm supposed to be seeing. Oh gosh. Uh. Ugh.
That's what we like to hear.
So well, yeah, you can go ahead and describe to your party members what you're seeing.
Um. All things are delusional. Things are illusional, delusional. We are elusively being delusionally seeing delusion.
I'm glad
And
that you're
go
doing so
ahead.
well.
Are you trying to be quiet as you say this, or
Um. No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, boy.
as Scaldrus speaks, the Mirage Arcane slowly loses its form, and
Oh, shit.
the illusory Baphomet stops working on the broken portal. And I will let you guys also see the map.
Oh.
It's orange.
So really before I say things, what Baphomet says or anything, the portals are actually active. Yeah, you guys could look into the portals in greater detail when you wish. The rivers are actually flowing steadily. Sand, blood, and bone all coalescing into the central pit, and large spherical globules of blood often rise up from the ends of these streams and are absorbed into the shard.
That's not good.
Baphomet, his great glaive drawn and staring directly at you from the south end of the map there,
Oh, good.
bellows, yet pointing Heartcleaver, his glaive at you guys. Interlopers, spawn of earth and vile gods, which defy the great unmaking. Again you intrude, desperately and in vain. You come too late, for I have completed the construction of my new invasion portals. Now bear witness to their first activation and perish before the perfect shard, so your bodies can be unmade by the truest and eldest prince of demons. And then he cries out, Zarglithor Vens Zakra. And as he says that, the portals fully swirl and shimmer in. They're not necessarily different colors, but they are different colors because different people are coming out of the different ones.
Yay!
First, crawling out of each portal is an Ogrepede.
What the fuck?
It's not a stat
I-
block that someone made.
Oh
There's
yeah, it's in a
more.
book someone published. Whoop. Trying to, yeah, an abomination of ogre torsos held together by unholy power. These ogrepedes emerge before a tall, lanky creature with great horns and long clawed fingers. These things look terrifying, and they look capable of magic.
Good.
They are Rubizols. Yeah, and who is it that understands all languages?
Me.
So the activation phrase of the portals is in Oberith, a language like Abyssal but older and more alien sounding. And that phrase roughly translates to annihilate the prime material in common.
Good.
So yeah, let's go ahead and do a group perception check. And then these things are
If-
probably going
If
to
we're
attack.
not if we're not immediately in initiative, I understand all languages, but I can't speak at all. Would I be able to attempt to say in Oberith or in like deep speech or something very similar and like turn the phrase and say obliterate Baphomet the Unmaker or like obliterate the crystal instead of like the material plane or something like that? Can I like twist the words around?
What languages do you know?
That's a good question. I have to go roll 20 real quick.
Oh, yeah, I was going through your stat on
'Cause
Foundry.
I just
I
have
do
it
not
marked
know where that
as
is.
all of them.
That's fair.
It was common, obviously. I say as I'm stalling for time while it's almost loaded. Undercommon, Sylvan, and then Infernal. So I guess I'd be borrowing heavily from Infernal for this.
Yeah, and knowing both common and undercommon, yeah, I feel like you could. Oh, nice. Perception check.
Yeah, that was clutch.
You have like a decent chance of being able to turn this phrase. So, I would say that a linguistics is definitely intelligence.
Mhm.
And you don't. Yeah,
Like
it's
like a
probably just a
history check,
straight.
maybe.
Yeah, you're not proficient in like anything besides investigation, so I think just intelligence.
My goal with this is to try to confuse the ogre peds because they just heard a command. They're fucking twisted nature things, and that's obviously talking to them. So I want to confuse them and turn them on our side. Is my goal here.
What the frick is that?
You utter the phrase and the ogre peds just bellow and look around, but it does not seem to have like really phased them. And Baphomet just pulls his lips back, revealing his blood-stained, sharpened teeth in a crazed grin.
Mm.
And so Reditu, you notice as the Ogrepedes hear Witchblade's words, everyone's kind of looking at their reactions. You actually see the purple one, the purple portal, flickers for a second. I'll say both you and Current can tell that these portals were constructed fairly hastily, and as the purple portal flickers, so too does the form of the Ogrepede and the Rubizol that emerge from that portal, and they stumble and lurch a little bit before the portal is fine again, and then they are also fine.
So the portals are like their source almost. Curious.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Oh yeah.
You want to switch to a battle playlist while we're
Kind of forgot. There's also an Ogrepede climbing on the wall behind you guys.
Ah!
That seems like a pretty big thing to forget.
He was in the bottom corner of the map. So he's up there 30 feet in the air. And I think here we go. Okay. I'm gonna put a random Rubizal in the bottom corner. It doesn't have a that's just for initiative purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, loving Rubizal. Okay. Mebley, you are first to react in this horrific chamber of nightmares. You spring to action. Ogrepede's around, and Baphomet just grinning wildly at all of you.
Yep.
Stop grinning.
And this song is a good one.
The banger.
So is this are we on just ground and then there's a little depressed area around the pit and then there's the pit?
Yes, yep, it's 10 feet down. So I'll say it's 5 feet of difficult terrain to go down.
Neato.
And then yeah, after that it is just a pit that goes down, perhaps all the way into the void.
Mebley's going to do his usual short bow at this guy right here. And sneak attack.
Yes, I believe you get sneak attack because he hasn't gone yet. Go ahead and roll one more time, for your advantage. Attack roll. Yep, just yeah, there you go. See if you crit really. Okay, a 25 will hit these guys, and you have 8. Oh yes, plus the extra 6 to fiends, which these guys we'll call them undead and fiend because they're a little weird. So 14,
Sweet.
and then 40 extra with the sneak attack as you just shoot down into the pit and hit multiple of the ogre arms on one side of it, and it lurches slightly as you kind of tear tendons and sinews, and you do quite a bit of damage to it.
Hey, let's go.
So
Uh,
yeah, you still got your bonus action and movement.
yep, bonus action. Mebley's going to go down diagonally over here towards like the edge.
Alrighty.
Are there like I can't tell in this terrain, like I assume there's not like any like hiding spots or like
You
I
could
assume this
hide
is just
like
like
perhaps down in the pit down here, or just like generally like down in the pit away from other things.
okay, yeah, I'll like go like in between like this pit and like this chain right here. If that's
Okay, yeah,
eligible for
that is not a bad spot.
cool. That's my turn.
All right, I need to pull this up off to the side. Retta 2 is next.
Do we have an idea of what is like sustaining the portals or a way to make them shut off, I guess?
With your very high perception roll, you do not see an external power source, so it's just some sort of magic within them. What you do see is it looks like they were made of crude stone, and parts of each of them have iron bracing that goes around it, but the iron bracing is not near complete. And so perhaps they could be just blasted or smashed to not function.
Okay. I would very much so like to point this out to my friends, but I'm not best at destroying metal things, so I'm going to otherwise continue. I guess I'll move a little bit here. Maybe. Yes, there we go. And I'm going to mockery this ogre peed. Just sounds so weird, to be honest.
Yeah, I did not come up with a name, but I do think it's pretty awesome. All right, the blue one.
Yeah, the one that's kind of like Blois or something.
So these guys do seem fairly resistant to your mockery, but it still affects them, and they'll still take the 10 damage. You just see that they had advantage on the saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
bit
yeah, psychic
annoying.
damage and disadvantage on their next attack.
And then I will try to use dang it, what's the name of that one? I always forget. Sacred Flame, that's what it's called.
Oh, nice, yeah. Cantrip number 2. Is it really a DC 16? Oh yeah, because a cleric thing.
Because I think, yeah.
Dang.
Oh.
It will dodge.
I can't imagine what dodging looks
so-
like for these things.
It probably like just squirms around and your sacred flame flies under an armpit.
Fair enough, yeah.
You're
Okay.
probably not actually from.
And
Okay.
that shall be my thought.
All right, the Rubizols will go ahead and position themselves as wow. The sleepy Rubizol, the blue one, will run around and jump over the river to go over by that Ogrepede. Cynical Rubizol will also jump over the river and go over there, and the ambitious Rubizol will just clamber up over here. And they Da-da-da. Holy crap. They just get huh. Okay.
You just said several things that I did not like.
Dang, this is not. Oh, Thunderbolt. That is not Lightning Bolt. Oh no, Lightning Bolt. Okay. So it doesn't like rolling the spell out of these guys' stats. The ambitious Rubizol will shoot out a lightning bolt.
Whoa.
So yeah, that is going to target Mebly, Redditu, Current, and
Ooh.
Kildrak. A DC 16 Dex save.
Wow. Kind of impressive.
Oh no.
Yeah, DC 16 Dex.
Wait. It's saving throw, right?
Yes. Yep. So
Yeah,
Mebly
really-
will take none thanks to evasion.
Really should not fail this.
Those of you who succeed will just take 17
They will take
lightning.
less than 17 because Kildrak is silly and grants everyone resistance to spell damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh.
So
Hey.
Mebly will take none. Redditu Current will take 8. And what do you
17.
Kildrak
I
takes
failed.
17? Yeah. Okay.
Kildrak, you're under the effect of warding bond.
That does not help, but you will take some of my damage for me.
That's what I'm saying. You won't take 17, you'll take half of that again.
Yeah, I'll take 8.
And I'll also take 8. Which will prompt a concentration check from me. Okay.
Oh yes,
yeah.
warding bond. Okay. Cool.
Warding bond's not concentration. Locate object is. That's what I'm concentrating on still.
Ah, all right. The cynical Rubizol will call a bolt of lightning, that originates from the shard and will blast. It will blast at Current. So all creatures within 20 feet of current.
That would include
Um,
oh no, he's 30 feet up.
Okay,
This guy?
DC 16 Dex save against this lightning damage, and if you fail this one against the Thunderstrike, you are stunned because his Thunderstrike is insane.
Okay, good.
Everyone or just
Everyone except for Mebley.
oh, okay.
The ogre Pete gets
Hey.
hit by it too, right?
He's
He's
30 feet in the air.
Yes, yes.
Haha.
Oh, 'cause
Otherwise
he's
he
on a
would.
wall. That's right. That's right.
Get out of here, Isaac.
With the 17.
Kildrek, you also have a +1 under warding bond, so you actually rolled an 18.
Oof.
I rolled a
Hey.
24 with Kildrak's bonus.
So does
Oh,
Does
the best
okay,
deck
sweet.
save of
fail,
my life.
unfortunately.
What?
Is
Is the bonus applied to mine already?
Yes. The +6 is.
Unless you have proficiency in dex saves for some reason.
Hero dice, so you're not stunned?
Stunned is a major bummer.
Yeah.
I am. I guess I could use a hero die.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and roll that hero die. So it is half damage for everyone who
Nice.
succeeded. And yep. So everybody succeeded, and we'll just take half damage. And then finally, Scaldrus and Kildrak are in the line of one more lightning bolt.
Very cool of you.
Is it 86? I believe. Yep. So DC 16 Dex save.
Does the effect of warding bond repeat?
That
Which way?
is.
I'm gonna copy and paste it.
That would be great.
I believe it's every single time you. So
Yeah,
I
it
already
says
took. I already
each
took a
time it
quarter
takes.
of the. I took a half and then a quarter of the damage from Thunderstrike because you should only take a quarter if you succeed.
Yep, I just forgot.
You're fine. You do have to stay within 60 feet of me, which I did tell you, by the way.
Yes. Where are you planning on going? I guess I'm following you, because you're going to go first.
I'm taking out this portal.
Okay, so it is that last thunder or lightning strike is 33 damage at Scaldrus and Kildrak. Looks like Scaldrus definitely succeeds.
Sorry.
How much damage do I take?
You have resistance, so it would be 8.
So the last one, did I also have resistance?
Yes.
Yeah, their thunder strike is
Oh,
technically a feature, but I still consider it a spell.
Oh, wait,
I
hold on.
forgot. Oh, I did math very wrong. I forgot that I have resistance to it because of Kildrak 2.
So
Yeah, hold
what's-
on.
What's the
Mr.
total
DM,
damage?
are you ruling that Thunderstrike is a spell?
Okay, we'll see. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Alright. Back to the drawing board.
But the hit points.
Yeah, how much health do I have?
I need to add back 23.
Well,
Sweet.
so resistance for me won't stack with Garrett. Because technically the terminology of warding bond is that you gain resistance.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
like when whatever Kildrak ends up taking, Witchblade like takes the same amount. It's not like you get to resist what you take.
Alright. I am correct then. Because yes.
I need to fix mine then because I would get resistance and I will keep it up to protect you from physical attacks then. So instead of 23 halved goes to 11 as the half of the first one, and then cut 11 in half would be 5. Okay, yeah, your spell resistance saved me a lot of damage there. I think I'm correct now.
How much damage do I take?
From what?
From the 2 lightning attacks. I saved
Oh
both
my
of them.
gosh.
So it would be
So
8 from the
46
second one.
turns to
To half to half.
Mhm.
So it's 23 to
turns to 11.
11.
So it's 19 total.
Okay.
I believe I'm correct in my health. Yeah.
Okay, so Scaldish's turn is after the Rubisols. Yep, and then the Ogre Peds will be after that.
How strong do the chains look?
They look pretty strong. These things are super beefy. If you want to what would be an identified chain feature? Probably just like perception or investigation. Probably
Might I
investigation.
persuade you to attack the much softer portals that are actively causing us problems?
Dang it, 13.
Dang, that is oof. 3 on the die. Yeah, they look very thick. And like I just know from your cantrip list, you doubt Firebolt's going to be able to affect this thing, that's for sure.
Hmm. Sorry, I'm thinking. And the portals are not counted as creatures, correct?
Yes, they are objects.
Wait, how big would you classify them?
Classify the portals?
Yeah.
Oh. um I they're magical. I don't does animate objects work on like magical things?
They worked on those ballista bolts.
Okay,
Those
that's
are
fair.
magic, technically.
Toss it in the pit!
So
I was thinking.
3, I mean, I'd say probably huge because the ogre peds come out of them. Okay. So what's Scaldress doing?
I'm going to I should probably just do that boy because he's annoying. Come on. Roll. There it goes. He's so soft.
Eldritch Blast on the Rubizol. Alright, so 12.
Ooh, 20.
Yeah, it sure would be nice if Eldritch Blast could hit objects, huh? 12.
Of all the cantrips that would hit objects, I would have expected Eldritch Blast to be one
Yeah.
Right.
because it's force.
So your fourth and final Eldritch Blast puts that Rubizol at bloodied.
Oh,
He's squishy.
which one? Oh shit! Damn.
Anything else on your turn then?
Can I do investigation on if those portals seem like they're movable?
If they are movable
Mm-hmm.
by like what? And they're like stone portals.
I actually have an interesting idea.
I'm planning to move the portal, Andrew.
You are? Okay.
Yes.
I was debating of destroying the portal by
I
throwing
got
another
it.
portable thing into it.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, throwing a portable hole into a portal does do goofy things, I think. So you want to move or
Yeah, I'll not make a line of us.
sure thing.
And turn.
It is now initiative count 20.
Oh my gosh. 4 of us went before.
Yeah, that's like almost
Hello?
half of initiative.
That's crazy.
So, doing target selection here. Witchblade,
Yep.
Retatu,
Oh,
and Current. Go ahead and make the shard sends out tendrils of force that like you don't see them but you feel them, and it tries to lift Witchblade, Current, and Retatu into the air.
Is it casting a spell or is this like a layer effect thing?
Yeah, it's like a layer effect thing. It's kind of like telekinesis. Oh, well, okay. It's kind of ugly because it has the markdown formatting, but
Strength saving throw.
yep, DC 21 strength
Oh.
against telekinesis.
That's not possible for me, Dave.
Oh no!
hey, I made it.
Indomitable. That's some bullshit. I have a
good rolls.
I
Okay,
have a
so which blades are you rolling?
15 to this. I should not fail this. Thank you.
Okay, so Witchblade and Retatu break free. It looks like Current is going to be restrained,
Yeah.
and
What if you'd been
Dun,
stunned too?
dun.
it will lift you 10 feet in the air, and you feel it like exerting more force. Basically, at the start of the next round, it's going to like throw you up and do some damage. But it is now the Ogrepede's turn, as the strong Ogrepede lumbers down from the wall. And it is probably going to target Current. Yep, she is a fine prey at the moment. Oh,
Oh, how nice.
Jillian just got here. I was like, what is that noise? Bite. Does this do advantage? That was disadvantage. A 22 to hit.
It hits.
That is. Oh. No. Okay. How do I? Okay.
It rolled shit for damage.
Yeah, that damage roll is not right at all.
Oh no!
So it's 32 piercing and 3 necrotic.
Ow.
Yeah, the Ogrepedes were the CR6 dudes I was looking at earlier this week, and I was like, I've got to beef them up to a higher CR. So that you do not want you fighting. They had 100 health, but it was like you need to fight 34 of them. In addition to Baphomet. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a bite. Slam at Current.
Bro, leave me alone.
Sorry, let me fix this thing too. Because
Isaac.
that's definitely the CR6 version of it.
I would like to point out that Current is restrained, which technically means all of these should be at advantage.
Yeah, Yeah, I was rolling it with
Okay.
advantage. The other one was I accidentally did disadvantage. Does a 21 hit current? Is that barely?
That's my hit.
Very nice.
How much damage has my signature go up?
That is 18 bludgeoning. Oh yeah, I forgot about their charge. We'll make sure the other one charges. And the second slam here. Oh, okay, it will hit. This one doing 14 bludgeoning. And then the thoughtful Ogrepede. Mebly, oh, he just stepped away. That's probably not gonna go for him.
And I'm wounded.
This Ogrepede will lumber up and around the portal.
Ah.
It will turn to Witchblade and perform a haphazard charge.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it's fine. We'll just do it for the future ones. The slam is a 14 to hit.
It does not. I'm just gonna throw up both my arms that are strapped in extra dragon scales and take the brunt of it like over my head.
And then its second slam is a 30.
Damn it. I can't even shield out of that. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And so then it will crit because it has charged toward you. It automatically crits, dealing
I will use my reaction to
cancel the crit.
stand as the sentinel at death's door. I refuse to get crit on by such a disgusting thing.
Okay. So it will do 21 bludgeoning. And we'll avoid the frightening. And then it will bite. Dang, just a 20 to hit.
20 does not break through the dragon armor.
The guilty Ogrepede will clamber forward. It kind of arches itself over the little river of blood there. And same with the silly Ogrepede. It will advance right up in front of Scaldrus there.
Oi.
And these guys, you see, they have a climb speed. Obviously, you saw the one climbing, so they'll ignore the difficult terrain of the pit. And we continue to... Ah, dang it. I have to do more stuff. It is Baphomet's turn.
I mean, if you want, you can skip him.
Baphomet. Not a bad thought.
What?
But no, he will... And he needs to get into the fray first and foremost. So from here, he can charge. Leaping over that pit there, he stashes and bellows, screaming, "You are surrounded. Soon your bodies will be torn apart by my Ogrepedes before they are unmade by Obox Ob himself." And it is Witchblade's turn.
You trying to taunt
I'm-
us?
I'm gonna throw my equipment pack on the ground and kneel and rummage through it quickly. And I'm gonna look up at Baphomet and I'm gonna say, the only thing I'm surrounded by is dead flesh and new trophies. I'm gonna use my action to rip Endura out of the portable hole and have him stand right in front of me.
All right.
You can put him like right here.
I imagine you like a magician. You're just like, whoop.
Pretty much. I'm just like ripping him out, but I'm still rummaging as he's like climbing his way out. Is it okay if I kind of shift him there and scoot Ready back a step?
Yeah, Luke, you can go to the side or down.
Gotcha.
Wherever you are. Either
I'm
way.
going to hand 2 items to Endura. I'm going to hand him a potion of growth and the immovable rod. Now, I googled. A shield guardian weighs 1,200 pounds.
Oh my
Endura
God.
is going to use his bonus action to drink the potion of growth. enlarging him, doubling him in size, and octupling his weight, making him
Thanks.
9,600 pounds of metal.
Reddit is getting displaced.
Endura then is going to run and tackle the fuck out of the iron latticework around the blue portal as hard as he can, which is why he's got the immovable rod. In case he falls into the pit, he can click it and hang on. But he's gonna full on linebacker just tackle it as hard as he can and try to break a huge chunk of the arch, like half of it off if possible.
This is an enjoyable idea.
Okay, so yeah, you can roll athletics and it will have advantage on strength checks, right?
Yeah. $23.
Okay.
So,
Roll 19.
were you doing something with the immovable rod, or you just gave it to him? Sorry,
I gave it
Jillian was
to-
talking to me.
I gave it to Endurus so that if he over tackles and goes into the pit, he
Oh,
can click it
okay.
to stop himself from falling. So
Okay.
he's like holding it in his one hand, but then he's just like tackling this. I almost pictured him like jumping into an RKO move off the top of it and like rip it down and hang off the top of it, kinda.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know
that's
how
pretty
feasible
smart.
10,000 pounds can jump, so he's just blowing through it in whatever capacity he can.
Okay, so okay, go ahead and roll 8d12. Yeah, 8d12. Okay, Endura will slam into the side of this portal, crumbling and smashing like 3/4 of the stone archway on one side of it, and that's the blue portal. Okay, it will do 54 bludgeoning damage to the portal, and the portal looks very it is literally crumbling. It's not in a great state, and it flickers, causing the thoughtful Ogrepede and the sleepy Rubizal to also flicker. Their forms going strange, and so they will suffer a sort of slow effect. How will I represent that? Oh man.
Well, before you do the math on that, Endura has a second attack, and he is going to step to the other side of the portal, plant his feet, and rather than pushing, he's gonna double-handed grab it and just rip and twist and yank as hard as he can to try to throw the portal down the pit. So he's gonna end up kind of on this side.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and roll another strength check.
– 21.
Dang. All right. Roll another 8d12s. $52. Okay. 106. Unfortunately, that is not enough to completely dismantle the portal, as he pulls out an entire chunk of the portal. It actually shifts, and the bricks fall down to the side, and it flickers, and it is still barely hanging on. But it's like a breeze could topple it at this point. And Endura can throw that large stone down into the pit. So these guys will still be slowed here.
I'm going to action surge. I'm going to drink a potion myself. Oh no, why did you delete it? You bitch.
Ew. It's got a fingernail from a frost giant.
It sure does.
Oh gosh.
Damn it. Okay. Well, let me change my sheet real quick. So I am going to drink this potion and choke down its effects. So my size increases. I become 1,400 pounds of dragon scaled muscle, if you wouldn't mind resizing me. And I have my action again. I am going to run and double jump kick at like the last remaining part of the stone of this portal.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
With advantage. How does a 30 do?
Nice. You go ahead and roll 6d12s.
Break, damn
Yeah,
it.
you kick it, and the whole thing. So Endura, if you're facing the portal, pulled out a brick from the left side. You kick it, and the right side and the top all tumbles forward as that little pillar on the left side stays, and the portal completely closes. And as it does, the Ogrepede and the Rubizal there flicker and disappear in kind of a strange wail.
I'm gonna kind of pick myself up from that. Is there still any chunk of large stone from the portal on the ground there?
Yeah, you could just pick up the next like brick that was making up the left side of it.
How big is the brick?
The bricks are pretty large. I mean, thinking like a foot by a foot, kind of. I mean, like a.
I'm gonna pick up that chunk, overhand it, and throw it at Baphomet, just as a fuck you. Less so going for damage and more as a fuck you. Hope this hurts a little bit, bitch.
Yeah. Roll dexterity for.
Oh, not strength for hucking a big rock.
Well, it is an improvised ranged attack.
Okay. I will roll dex.
You know. Okay, that's what his AC is.
19 to huck big rock in his direction.
You hurl it right at his face, and he just lowers, and it shatters upon his horns. It does not seem to cause any effect.
That's fine. I'm just gonna flip him off and then run my last bit of movement back to this strong Ogrepede, and I will use my third and final strike of my whole turn to do a swipe with Raven's Judgment against this guy. That's a natural 1. That's okay. I'm here.
Yep.
I cannot do anything to fix that. And then Endura, with whatever movement he has, is just going to... Let me see. That was like 5, 10, 15. I think that's about his whole movement. I'm just going to step him away from the edge so he's a little less likely to fall in.
Okay, yeah, and he's still holding on to the immovable rod.
Yeah, even if he uses his swords, that's going to be like quickly at the ready just in case he falls.
Nice. If you want to draw like little squigglies over the blue portal or something, you can have the honors of doing that.
Hell yeah! That'll be my turn then.
All right. At the end of your turn, Baphomet, miffed by your actions, will drop down to all fours and clamber down this way around Mebly and up towards Witchblade there.
Does Mebly get him?
What's that?
Does Mebly get an opportunity attack, or did he go too low?
He just runs around Mebly, so he doesn't leave his range, but his movement is very erratic when he uses his legendary actions to move like this, so he probably wouldn't get an opportunity attack anyways. And at the end of that, he will gore with his horns at Witchblade. A 34 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
What's your AC?
My AC is 25. If I shield, it'll become 30.
Do you want me to try and do a cutting words thing?
Honestly, I would love to piss him off. Absolutely. I would love to.
That's fair. I shall lend you some cutting words.
Immediately when I hear you start talking, I will shield myself.
You don't need a shield, I don't think.
It would be a 24.
I'm not going to be able to react quick enough to not shield. I hear the plan that you're doing in the heat of combat in this rush, and I'm just gonna shield instinctually anyway.
I got you.
Yeah,
Fair.
so you
So my
you
AC
distract
becomes
him.
40.
Jeez, you distract him while he clambers up the side there, and he veers to the right before shaking it off and trying to ram to the left into Witchblade, and his horns just bounce off the magical barrier that you quickly erect in front of yourself. And Baphomet he doesn't even say anything. He just roars a guttural bellow of anger. With his teeth bared, blood dripping from them, but he wants more.
You're going to
And,
lose to mortals twice.
It is now Current's turn, who is held 10 feet in the air, restrained.
Yeah, that's a little awkward.
Alright. The first thing I'm gonna do is turn into a T-Rex.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Raw.
Oh,
Josh.
That will be my bonus action.
All right, so I'll put you
Wait.
over here, and then I'll put Current next to the loving Rubazal. You guys
Okay,
can
well-
cuddle in the corner.
I'll kind of duck out of the way.
And then was that water portal taken care of?
The blue portal is fucked.
What was the
Yeah,
What was what?
What was that one?
Endura.
Yeah, Endura and I sieged it by being strong and big. It took about 100 and some change damage to break it.
Dang, so I double checked telekinesis, and unfortunately it does still affect huge creatures. So you will still be restrained by the shard, even in T-Rex form.
Damn.
That's a little intimidating.
Your feet actually, I'll just put you at 0 because your feet probably like touch the floor now that you're so big. But
Ah, sweet. I can barely cast spell magic. Go away now, please.
that is true because you can ignore the somatic components while you're wild shaped.
Yep. I'm going to cast. Where is it? I always lose where my spells are. Dispel magic at sixth level on the red portal.
Oh wow. Is that close enough?
Yep, 120 feet is the range.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought it was less than that.
You're muted.
Spell magic kind of good.
Oh. Oh.
Portal.
Dang.
May I
Um,
get a hero die?
Yeah, you totally can.
Solid.
Very nice.
23.
Let me mark that off real quick before I forget.
You are able to completely dispel that portal, and as you dispel it, the Ogrepede and the Rubazal are going to need to attempt to stay here, or else the portal is going to suck them back to where they came from. So these guys,
gonna suck them
just
off.
get to.
You have
regular-
a much more
oh, wow.
elegant solution to this than I did, and that cracks me up so much.
Okay, so the guilty Ogrepede is sucked back into the portal as it shuts or flickers and then completely dissipates in a little poof If you want to just like put brown squiggles over that, you can. The Rubisol manages like it gets sucked toward it, but it holds onto the side of the portal and stays here as you dispel it. All right.
How do I choose color?
In the settings.
Oh yeah, settings. Yep.
Click on the pencil, click on freehand, and then settings.
Yeah, under drawing tools, there's a little gear icon.
Yeah, but I changed the color for a different shape, and it didn't like me doing that.
Baphomet howls in anger and lowering his gleaming red eyes toward you, he points his heart cleaver before making a great swing. You infuriate me. He has a 23 to hit your T-Rex.
23 is like a
that
horrible.
happens. I don't even know what my T-Rex AC is, but it's pretty much negligible.
Dang. Yeah, this damage is messed up too. Oh well. So go ahead and make a DC 25 Constitution save.
Nice.
Dang. Okay. So yeah, you feel the soul leeching power of Heartcleaver try to cling at you, and you feel like damage from this weapon is not meant to be healed. But you resist its curse. So you could be healed of that damage. Thankfully, you're in T-Rex form, so it doesn't matter that much. But okay, I fixed the damage. Wait. No, that's not fixed. Because now it's plus 20.
3d8 plus 20.
Well, that's one method.
Yeah, it's literally just I don't know why it was 3d8 versus 2d10, but whatever. 22 slashing damage from Heartcleaver, and then it is Kildrak's turn.
Hey,
You have
I
to roll
hope
again.
you're all having fun over there because I'm off in my own little world, murdering an ogre Pete, hopefully.
You
So-
got this, bud.
I'm going to cast Staggering Smite.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Damn.
damage roll.
Okay.
Now I have to hit.
A 19 does.
All right.
Okay, so it looks like
Wisdom save. I'm
22
assuming
plus
that this
6.
is a monstrosity.
This is a fiend / undead.
Oh, an undead, I guess.
Yeah, it's more of a necromantic type thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so staggering smite. Yep.
Yep, wisdom roll.
save. Oh boy.
It did not save.
It tried.
So, until the end of its next turn, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and cannot make reaction.
Okay. Until the end of its next turn. All right.
Yep.
At this point, it is the end of initiative, so I think it's a good spot to take a 5-minute break.
Are you going to let me attack one more time?
I was gonna say.
Oh no, I'm just gonna go pee. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hold on. I don't know why that rolled with advantage. Was it supposed to?
Oh, it's because I gave him the blinded effect. That's my bad, because I figured it would make things easier, but
Alright. What did I roll first?
okay, I'll give him this one.
Not the 20.
Probably.
Alright. No fancy crit for me, unfortunately.
Boo.
Okay, so it is still
6 plus 8 plus 2 is 16 slashing and radiance.
16, and then the additional 15 from your
I think
fiend.
that oh yeah, it didn't double the 15, so that's a good roll. Yeah, so 31 total, a mix of radiant and slashing.
Yeah, yep, it'll all do normal damage. So, that it all for your turn. Anything else?
I'll scoot, but that is it.
All right. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and come back at 8:35 and continue at Mebley's turn.
Sounds
Cool.
good. Kildrak, when you slide over to me, I'm gonna high five you for that hit.
Have you returned?
I'm here.
All right. Well, you can go ahead and take your turn then.
Alrighty. Let's see. So I got Baphomet right in front of me. Is he aware of my presence?
He kind of ran all around you. Um, so I think, yeah, so I would say like there's no way you could have stayed hidden from him. If you want to like move behind the broken portal and um attempt to stealth using your bonus action, you could do that. Although
Okay.
you will automatically get sneak attack because you have friends next to him. You just won't get the advantage.
I will. I think I'm going to chug a potion of invisibility.
Okay. Yeah, I think that'll go away if you attack. You could hold off and do that after you attack if you want.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'll I'll go ahead and swing at him with my bolt iron rapier.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I did not mean to roll twice.
That's all right. 26 will hit and yeah, you stab him deep with your cold iron rapier. You just like stab him in one of his legs or somewhere else.
Nah. Like I'm thinking upper torso, like back area.
Yeah, you just like stab into his back, kind of like under his ribs, and he howls a little bit. And he tries to swat you away as you pull your rapier out. And yeah, he bleeds. The Gosh, it's been a while since I've read like regular demon lore, but I'm pretty sure demons bleed ichor, that is golden, just like gods and celestials.
Ooh.
I do not know why I am the person who is assumed to know this.
You are correct, Isaac.
Yeah, because I think in the Blood Shallows or something, it was like raining, and I specified that it from the skies it was raining both red mortal blood and golden ichor. But yeah,
I believe that demon ichor, however, is dark and bile-like instead of the golden ichor of the gods and angels.
oh, that makes sense. I was thinking is like a dark like yeah viscous. So it is probably a dark like black ichor.
It's described as thick, dark, and foul-smelling fluid. Quite
Mm.
corrosive sometimes.
Oh, nice, delicious. All
Yummy.
right. um. So that's an excellent stab. You could do a bonus action stab, or oh, did you want to drink invisibility with your bonus action?
Yep.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. You stay in your current position.
Yep.
Cool. So I gave you the invisible condition, and it is Reditu's turn.
Okay. I have a question. If I were to do that funky remove purse spell, would that make Baphomet drop all the stuff that he's carrying?
I feel like if you were to cast a spell called Remove Purse, it would like literally affect someone's purse or perhaps their satchel.
Okay. I had to check because I was wondering if it would just apply to like belongings or something.
That's a good one.
Yeah, if it was like not a third level spell, maybe, but I feel like drop purse, like dropping their satchel or purse, like makes sense. It is funny, for what
Yeah.
it is.
In that case, what shall I do? Let's see. Let's see. I think I'll do probably like same as last time, as in I will do a mockery of Baphomet, and then also, or what? Oh, it says I'm a shield guardian right now.
Yeah, what is his wisdom save? Or yeah, it is wisdom. Okay. A 33. So
Gosh, dang it.
Dude, pretty
your
good with
your
that.
insults do not get past his horns. He seems completely unfazed.
He seems kind of horny.
Oh,
Yo.
got some maximum horniness going on.
All right. A 23 against Sacred Flame.
Very nice. And I guess that shall be my turn.
The ambitious Rubizal will. Interesting. Okay. So it needs to be careful how it targets this thing. I believe like yeah, it's basically gonna try to hit Okay, so it looks like if it wants to hit Witchblade, it will hit one of the Ogrepedes as well. And Witchblade is like literally a big threatening target, so makes sense. It's gonna do a Thunder Strike over there. Just do that. Yeah, cool. Oh wow, that's a really horrendous roll. So Dex save against lightning and being stunned.
Oh no.
Current
gonna use-
Skildrak, Witchblade, and Scaldress.
Dang,
Let me
bro.
think here. If it's DC 16, I'm gonna use an Indomitable to reroll that 2. This is my second roll of Indomitable. My last one. So I barely succeed thanks to Scaldress.
DC on this?
Or sorry, thanks to Kildrak.
16.
16?
And I have to use the physical stat.
You're
that's
muted.
why.
Oh, I could hear her if it was from your mic or.
It was through my mic.
And I
And I
have to use the physical stat
for
for my
my shape, not shape change, wild shape. For
I'm
my
expending a hero
separate-
die to win.
Makes sense, Josh.
uh,
Yeah, your Dex saves are always from the T-Rex stats, right?
I think that is what we determined.
Yeah, I think your mental ones like you can choose or something. Dang, you also got the same roll as Kildrak, so a hero die would be guaranteed success, and I guess against being stunned, that's probably worth.
I'll do it.
So, if I'm correct, if we succeed, we take a quarter of the damage because.
Yeah, because you are
Kildrak.
resistant to. Yep.
So I should be able to just click the quarter thing and it should do the math for me, right? Oh, wait. Does that get halved again with me for Endura?
How much
Yeah.
am I thinking?
Oh, shit. So I gotta add was 7.
So, Nina, it would be, gosh, 14, which you're resistant to, so 7 after everything.
And then I take an additional 3 from Kildrak being hit.
Yeah.
Did you add the +1 to your save, Kildrak, before you did the hero die?
No, because I'm a silly person.
So give yourself back your hero die. Your warding bond would have barely let you succeed that.
How convenient. I'm not hurting for hero dice.
How many do you have?
A lot. 12.
Okay. I'm down to 6 because I use them a lot.
And a lot of my rolls have either been good enough to hit or bad enough to.
That's very fair.
Okay. And then the ambitious Rubizol will cast Lightning Bolt. It wants to hit the big targets, so it cannot get Redatu and Current in the bolt array. But a nice side benefit of going for the big targets is that also accidentally includes Mebly in it. So Mebly, Witchblade, Kildrak, and Current DC 16 decks against 43 Lightning.
Oh, okay.
You're fine, Medley.
Yeah, I think you're like guaranteed to win, pretty much.
Let's go. It's a 24 for me.
It's like we're all fine.
43.
Yeah, 43 becomes 21, becomes 10 if you're resistant.
Becomes 5. Thank you. That's a lot of math.
Oh yeah, because of Oh wow, that's insane.
Yeah. And
So then
I take 5 again.
yeah,
oh,
you
I
and
should have had it
Kildrak both
again.
take
So
5.
then I take 2 from taking it from Kildrak, and then he also takes 2.
No, Kildrak took 10 damage.
Yeah, which then goes to me. I take half of that, which means it's 5, and then it gets halved again, which is outsourced to Endura. So I end up taking 2 by
from
taking
that.
half of your stuff.
Yeah.
It
But you
functionally
still take
distributes out.
5 from your one.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I think I might have messed up one thing. That's fine. It's like 3 hit points in
Still,
there.
above initiative count 20, it is Scaldress's turn.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. I finally have a turn. This is probably gonna get legendary resistance because everything does when I try to do any of this. Oh, but his wisdom is stupidly high. Do we know what his intelligence is?
I don't think so.
Let's see how dumb he is.
Mental prison on the Rubizol. Okay.
Oh, no. What? Why did it do that? It was supposed to be against, Baphomet.
Baphomet. Okay. Sure.
That was weird.
Dang. A20 on it.
Am I allowed to use inspiration to make him reroll?
Sure, yeah.
Cool.
So using your inspiration, you can make him re-roll the highest die.
Yep.
So yeah, 18 plus 4 will be 22, so dang. That is tough. Yeah, that is a fairly meager bonus, but unfortunately, some good rolls.
I can't tell if it's a save or suck.
Oh yeah, on a
Oh, on a fail save.
on a
that's
successful,
5d10.
they still take 5d10. Yep. Yeah, so it always does the damage. And okay, cool. So 31 psychic. Good call. And then the spell just ends.
Yep.
Bonus actions or actions?
I think that's unfortunately all I got until next round. Woo! Wait, actually, I should do this. I only have one. Eh. End of turn.
All right. On initiative count 20, the shard pulses, sending out a crimson wave that fills the chamber. Everyone make a DC 21 con save against necrotic damage. If you make the 21, you will take no damage.
Oh, come on.
Whoops. Whoops.
How much damage?
You saw nothing, Isaac.
43 necrotic.
You saw absolutely nothing.
Did you say DC 21?
Oh, you rolled as Baphomet. I wonder what his con bonus is. Anyway,
Was the DC
21. Yep.
I will roll a hero die for that, and I will not automatically succeed.
I succeed because of your bonus, Kildrak.
Very cool.
Love that.
Isn't that already one of those plus sixes that's factored in?
No, I have a plus.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, so you regularly have a plus
15.
It
is. Oh. No.
Oh yeah, because you have a plus 6 on
Sorry,
everything.
I didn't
Okay,
realize it changed my whole fucking sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting how that affects your thing.
It's
My bad, I will
based
hear it
on
as well.
range, so even if you go out of his range, it will be removed.
See,
And
I
then
knew
when you're-
that,
when
but
you're
for
close
some
enough,
reason,
they'll-
I thought it would just change what shows up in chat, not on the sheet.
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
Yep.
That's fair.
I will succeed.
I succeed as well.
Dang. Okay, so wow. Does anyone end up failing? Oh, it looks like
I failed.
Mebly's gonna fail, and Nina still needs to roll DC 21 con save. So Mebly, you will take 43 necrotic damage, and
I'll use my evasion to take half of that.
oh yeah, does that?
Mhm.
That is good. Yep.
So that'll just be my bonus action.
You take half.
for my next turn.
Your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll take 21. And then when you take 21 necrotic damage, that will invigorate Baphomet, who will regain 10 hit points. So it is pretty good that you halved it and made him heal less. And then Nina got a natural 20, so very nice. We move on to the Ogrepede's turn. So, Josh, the one next to you has disadvantage on all attack rolls this turn, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, we will do him first here. He has a couple key targets. Kildrak, Witchblade is an intimidating presence. Kildrak did a lot of damage, and there's also a T-Rex.
I am attempting to be as antagonizing and focus centered as possible. I am specifically trying to taunt in my stances to draw aggro. Just to put that out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kildrak did a lot of damage to it, and you've been focusing on Baphomet. So right now it's going to attack at Kildrak, starting with a bite. Okay. Does this roll with disadvantage? Okay. Uh, okay, that's really sad.
Oh.
13 to hit, and then it will try to slam.
No.
Is it still under the effect of slow?
19. No, this thing didn't come out of any portals. But Kildrak gave it disadvantage from the whatever smite. Staggering.
Damn. Yeah.
Staggering, yes.
Okay. Damn.
Holy crap. And then another 19 to hit. So
Neither of those will hit.
okay, so we'll get rid of his condition. But he didn't really do much on his turn. Very sad. There is a Silly Ogrepeed by Scaldrus, and it will go for, let me roll this die. It will go around Scaldrus to focus on the T-Rex. Hopefully it gets a slam, because it will a 22 to hit you, Nina.
That is.
All right, so it will count as a crit. So I'll just, because he charged, d6 plus 8, 50 bludgeoning damage. Yep. And then it will go to slam again. And if this one hits, it won't be a crit. Oh, a 12. Natural 1. It slammed so hard with one side that the other ogre arms on the other side of it just flailed out in midair, doing absolutely nothing. But it will still try to bite here, and it just has a 14 to hit. Oh.
So it's 12 damage total?
50 damage from the first attack, then a 12 to
50
hit
damage.
on the next one.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I got confused.
Yeah, I was just moving along there. It does look like a 14 still hits you in T-Rex form, right?
Let me
Let
look
me
at my
look at my
stat.
stat.
That's pretty
Could be
easier.
an easier way to find it.
If you double click on your T-Rex, it'll pop up.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
What? I never knew.
I never
Yeah,
knew.
sure
Yeah,
does.
it sure does.
Okay, so unfortunately, even with a low roll, that bite hits. 24 piercing and 6 necrotic. And now it is Baphomet's turn. Baphomet is very disgruntled. And he will stalk well, oh wait, no, he won't bump it. He will walk around Mebley very purposefully, as if he can see where Mebley is.
Can I make an attack of opportunity as well as Endura?
Yes.
I am going to take this strike as a great weapon master strike with Raven's Judgment. So that is a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
So that will be 24 points of slashing damage. Endura is going to try to hit with his maul.
Oh, yeah. That's the first time. Okay. 24 slashing?
Yeah, but he takes half of slashing, even if it's magical, right?
Yes. That's
Okay,
right. You
that is
guys
something I did know.
experienced this the first time you fought him, correct?
Yeah, I already had that as
Yeah.
a note.
Which
And then
notably,
16
that did not happen with Mebley's weapon. A 16 will miss.
Right. Okay.
And then, okay, I guess I should start. Okay, yeah, he doesn't really want to go much further. All right. You guys have seen this one before. He will spew, he kind of retches before exuding a 90-foot cone of unholy water.
Oh
That is
my goodness.
a DC 23 con save.
That's a lot.
And yeah, that is a lot of damage. Redditu, miraculously, you are going to be safe. He does not want to hurt his strong ogre pede, and you're just lucky this time.
Okay, look at me go.
What's happening?
I'm just gonna take this damage. I'm tired of burning hero points.
DC 23 con save against 42 poison and
My
35 necrotic. This will hit everyone in the party except for Redditu.
Hey, Witchblade, is your thingamajig still up?
Wait.
You haven't crit
DC
failed the concentration save yet?
My concentration is not for warding bond. Warding
Per-
bond is not concentration.
That's a silly ability.
42
42
poison.
poison.
How
How
much
much
necrotic?
And 35 necrotic. And the
I'm-
ogre pede, in case anyone was wondering, failed, but just took the necrotic damage. The poison did not affect it.
I'm going to spend another hero dice to win. I don't have to roll.
Jeez. Yeah, just burn those suckers up.
Keep on missing by 1.
Man, so if you didn't have hero
40.
dice, this would be a very different.
Minus 42 becomes 21. Ah, fuck, I have to use a hero die. Damn it.
Oh, wait. Do
And
I?
this is save or suck, right?
This one
No.
does do half on a fail. It's a really nasty one.
Fuck me.
Do I save? I got a 22, but I don't know if there's additional stuff still.
It is 23, so
I did roll a hero die, so.
Oh, so the hero die got you up, or so you're good. Yeah, so you will take half, 21 poison and 17 necrotic.
That almost killed Ender outright. It dropped him from
Oh, it's
full to
poison.
really low.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll con.
Okay.
I'm
The
rolling
the
into poison.
35 or 17 halved is poison damage.
Damn.
What's a half of 35, or was it 35?
17.
The 35 is necrotic and the 42 is poison.
Oh, okay.
Well-
Okay, so you do take the 17, you don't take the 21.
Yep.
And Mebley will still take half because it's a con save.
Yeah, I used my inspiration to.
Well, that
Wait.
saved you from like a lot of extra damage, so that's good. Just 21 poison and 17 necrotic
Okay.
is what you will take. Okay. Baphomet is spent, but this area is now a desecrated area. So at the start of your turn, Witchblade, that will be a
Six psychic.
D6.
Desecrated. What's that mean?
Unholy. Oh, 2d6. Yeah, you can just
It
like
rolled
sit.
Okay.
We'll roll it for whoever's next. We'll roll it again. And so I think that will affect Endura too.
Is Endura immune to psychic damage? No, you son of a bitch! Why? You don't have a mind. What the fuck?
He still has feelings.
What the hell?
And you're hurting
Alright.
them.
And then I need to make a. That's 1 con save for all of that damage, correct? For concentration.
Yes.
So I succeeded. I took 21 halved, so 10 plus. Okay, I think I'm still concentrating. If my math is correct. I am going to. I'm gonna shoot him once with the bow of Ninkalim, just to see how this goes. Not great. 16, I'm pretty sure does not hit.
Yeah, that will not hit.
All right. I'm gonna have Endura rush up and do a feint attack and give me the help action, and I'm going to rush to his other side,
Okay.
so that ogre can swipe at me as I'm running past if he wants. I'm gonna
Yes.
say, "You got this, Kildrak," and I'm gonna run past.
With a 22 on the opportunity attack.
Nope, just glances off my armor, and then I'm
All
going
right.
to do a Great Weapon Master Strike with advantage because of Endura helping me. That's a lot to hit. Let's see if I crit. Nope. Okay, so
31.
the
Okay.
26 to hit for
Oh yeah, 26. Yep.
27 slashing. And then my second strike.
Okay, so that will
Um,
become 13.
So then miss for that one.
Dang.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to um remember that I don't have any bonus action spells, I don't think.
Oops.
Fuck. Wait, is Mass Healing Word bonus action?
I don't think so, but
It
maybe.
is. It is
Oh,
indeed.
nice.
Oh shit! Fuck me! Balls! Shit! Fuck! I'm gonna have Endura cast his 5th level bless that I forgot he had. Damn it!
Oh yeah. I was
So
gonna dang it. I was gonna ask you at the start of the session what the like activation was for that, and I forgot.
so I will say not the help, but it was the first roll anyway. He's gonna cast bless for as long as he's still alive.
Valid.
Oh boy. Okay, so if that's the case, I would not have moved him closer. I would have had him.
Yeah, because he's not helping. Okay.
He should be standing outside of the desecrated area there. Fuck. Okay. So I think that would have been me in there. Hang on. Sorry. I fucked this up bad. He's gonna do it on 5th level. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. How many people can I do it at 5th level?
I have
3,
no idea.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 people. So he's gonna cast it on himself.
Okay. Cool.
How do I? Fuck. Okay. Let me scoot myself while I was within 30 feet of him. Spellbook. You don't be Endura target and target multiple people. You little shit. That should be all of us except for the invisible one he can't see.
Oh, yep.
And he would have started his turn, so let's take the damage, but then he can get ready to too. So all of us. Yeah.
Actually,
Okay, just...
bless doesn't require sight, so here, I can make him uninvisible.
Oh hell yeah. Let's see. You're gonna be nice. Can you do the thing? I did not apply bless to anybody. I tried. Apply active effects. Oh! There we go. Okay. I will take off 3 damage from him before he did this. Or sorry, 6. He would have taken 6 damage even further away. And he's gonna try to get 60 feet away. Perfect. He's outside 60 feet. That's great. That's perfect. That's my attacks. And now
so he won't
that I
take half
remember I
damage
have
from you.
something, I am going to see what the range of Mass Healing Word is. I think it's like 30 feet. 60 feet. Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry about this taking a second. He wouldn't benefit from it anyway.
I wish I had
Okay.
the ability to have multiple actions.
Yes. Spectral constructs. So that is.
I wish it was an invocation,
Yeah.
Isaac.
Up to 6 creatures. So that is going to be myself, Redatu. Do I have to see them for this one?
Yeah, you do have
think
to
so.
see for healing word.
All right, fuck the invisible guy. Says all of us who are visible are going to get a mass healing word, and I'm going to cast this at 4th level to just bump it up a little bit. That is going to be 9 healing. I don't know if that applied or not. Did it do that? I feel like it didn't, and it's not giving me an option to. Oh wait, click to heal. Yeah, can you do that? Can you? Yeah. Nope, that was just for me.
I don't see click to heal. Where?
If you click on the damage or hover over damage, you should be able to heal from it with a little plus icon.
Yeah, I think that just affected me. I couldn't get it to apply to everyone, but all of us except for Redatu should get 9 health, and then that
Except for
is
Medley.
yeah, that is my turn.
Okay. I was like, man, I feel targeted now.
Okay. Sorry about that. That is everything.
You seem desperate, Baphomet says as he swings his heart cleaver at Witchblade.
I am not healthy.
Well, he's attacking Witchblade, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do cutting words.
Okay.
All right. Get that D12 on there. Ooh,
Ooh, got a 4.
still a 32 to hit.
That's 29. Oh no, wait, 32. If I shield, that'll still hit.
Darn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's gonna hit. That's okay.
So if it hits DC 25 con save, if you fail, that damage will not be healable except by natural means like resting.
Con save. Let me see if this automatically adds bless. It does. 30.
Nice. All right.
Hey.
So you avoid the Heart Cleaver's curse, and it is Current's turn.
When he hits me and I shrug off the effect of his heart cleaver, I'm gonna say, tactics doesn't equate desperation. You're the one severely outnumbered here.
Suspicious Spinosaurus.
Doesn't disappear.
Yeah, I could hear. You should have an image in just a second. But that was funny. Okay, well, that's good enough.
Bonus action, I'm turning into a Spinosaurus.
Valid.
Nice.
Where is it? Action. I will spell magic at 6th level.
Fuck yeah.
On the remaining portal.
Oh shoot, I forgot that one was up there.
So how do you... Did you just wild shape into a Spinosaurus?
Sure did.
Isn't your, like, the max CR of things you can turn into, like, 8 or something?
The Spinosaurus was under the wild shape thing.
It's... Oh, I put it under... Or wait, shape change forms. Where is the Spinosaurus? Oh yeah, wild shape. Spinosaurus is there for polymorph. Yeah, because CR13 is definitely above your CR cap.
Sorry.
Okay, so there's 2 beast folders. I'm gonna take everything from that beast folder and put it in under NPCs. But yeah, you can keep doing stuff.
You can transform into elementals, Nina.
They have really low health and they're very low CR.
Really what?
Oh. All my wild shapes just went away. What the fuck?
What'd you say about elementals?
They're
Those are like CR5. And they have like 90 health.
yeah, so they're under beasts in the NPCs folder now,
Okay.
and I'll make sure that you are able to control all of them. Okay.
Spinosaurus is under that too. Still. Okay, let me see. So that's your 88. I'm not restrained anymore, right?
Oh yeah, on initiative count 20, it should have thrown you. It would just throw you 30 feet. So do 3d6 bludgeoning. And then you will not be restrained, correct?
And then the desecration damage.
Yep, that's true. At the start of your turn, there is also the desecrated area of psychic damage.
Let me token. I don't have permission to create token.
What are you trying to drag out?
A T-Rex.
Okay. You should be able to, but I'll drag one out for now.
Can't control it.
Oh,
Have you tried
You-
harder?
you definitely have ownership of it. Unfortunately, you might have to just reload.
Alright, I've loaded. Still can't control it.
You're not able to control it? Huh. That's really strange. Let me. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious, are you able to control it now? It. Oh my gosh. Wait. That's really weird. Okay. So it made everybody an owner, but you were only able to observe it for some reason. So
Oh, no. So how much damage should I take? The 9 and 8.
yep, 9 plus 8. Oh gosh, what in the world?
Okay. And then I'm going to move.
But you're at least the owner of T-Rex now.
Weird.
And then what's gonna happen with my spell magic?
Casting Dispel Magic on the other portal.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make an Arcana roll. Or wisdom roll. Sorry.
Just a wisdom check.
Yep, wisdom check.
Hello.
Okay, so your dispel magic makes the portal flicker, and these guys are under the effect of the version of slow that gets them when their portal flickers. But you are unable to permanently dispel it.
Hmm.
I wish I had inspiration or something. Well, that's
Well,
my turn.
Okay. Well, thankfully for you, I think enough people have used inspiration that we're definitely going to be giving out inspiration at the end of the session. And
You feel inspired too?
Baphomet will just look down on Witchblade and chuckle as he swings his heart cleaver once more. He does not seem phased by Witchblade's threats. Damn, what a sad roll.
For this one, I am just going to kind of puff out my chest and take the strike right where I know I have extra padding protecting my heart, and I'm just going to staunchly take it and chuckle right back at him for the fact that even when I'm not trying to parry, he can't break through my armor.
He just huffs and beats his hooves against the ground, very frustrated. And it is a Kildrak's turn. So that is some psychic damage.
I mean, I'm still in my happy little world over here, I guess.
Yay, as long as you're happy.
So you take 4 damage, and then I also take 4 damage.
That warding bond is crazy.
I am now officially wounded. Oh no! Do crit fails on saves automatically fail? I forget how that works.
No, not technically.
Okay, good.
That is something, that's for sure.
Yeah, because certain saves are just auto success, which, in my opinion, saves are just like one of the most broken parts of D&D. But, anyways, that will definitely hit. Looks like 15 plus 12.
I would also like to use a 2nd level Divine Smite just to speed this along a little.
Really rub it in, you know?
Nice. And you see, yep, these. Nice. That with your extra undead damage, that wounds it. And the holy light of your hammer sizzles against their skin. Kind of the necromantic power holding this thing together would like to stitch it back together where it has been broken, torn, and battered. But your holy energy is preventing this thing from healing its wounds right away.
Is now a good time to mention that I always do radiant damage when I hit?
Yeah, and I didn't heal it last turn either. I just haven't mentioned it yet.
Right, an uneventful attack for the 2nd one. And
24.
I got punished for scooting last time, so surely nothing horrible will happen if I undo my scooting and move back.
Yeah. All right.
I'm done.
'Tis Mebley's turn. As you go to move, Baphomet turns his head slightly, leering his beady red eyes right at you, Mebley. Even though you're invisible, he is letting you know that he can see you.
Tom's talking, he might be muted.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
Yep, I hear you.
Sorry, can you repeat what you were saying again? My Foundry was also kicking me off.
Yeah, after beating on Witchblade with his blade, as you go to move, Baphomet turns and points his beady red eyes right at you, even though you're invisible. He's letting you know that he can see you.
Alright, well, if he could see me, he could definitely see me flipping him off.
Let's go.
That was pretty good, actually.
What is going on with my What is going on with my Foundry?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he gone.
Maroon.
Nina,
I'm still like
you're able to control the T-Rex now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, awesome.
I'm still like right next to him, right?
Yep, you are within 5 feet of him. Oh,
Awesome.
and the area where he spat is desecrated. So at the try that again. At the start of his turn, you will take 5 psychic damage from being in that zone.
I'll go ahead and use my wand of the Magic Man, and I will cast Sleep on him.
He is tall enough. You can tell that he's gonna have enough fortitude to resist your sleep spell, even if it was cast at 9th level, probably.
Okay. Does the same apply to Thanos Maul-Killer?
Yeah. So he actually has a weird, frightful presence ability where he has to like use it as an action. But I mean, this thing looks so horrifying and scary. You don't think you're gonna be able to mess with him with Phantasmal Killer.
Dang, he's physically and mentally buff.
Indeed. He is the Prince of Butchery and the Lord of Science. He's got a lot going for him.
Hey, respect. That's why he's getting the finger. Oh, oh,
Oh yeah, because so I'll take you out of invisible. All right, so your shot will barely connect with him.
oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is super close. So
What do you
that is 17 plus 42. Where do you aim your shot this time, Tom?
I'll aim for the neck.
Jeez. Yeah, you hit him right, like not in his throat, but like slightly to the right of his neck, and your arrow just goes right into it. The tip sticking out one end, and the tail of your arrow sticking out the front of his neck, and he gulps a little bit. Ichor pouring down the side of down his chest and down his back. That was a pretty devastating shot.
In case you didn't know, I was getting tired of you yelling.
I can still crush you, little kobold.
Sir.
um, so if you stay in this area, you'll keep taking damage at the start of your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll like hide. I'll like disengage to like over here, like go down like next to the portal.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Um, actually, sorry. I'll be like on the chain if possible. Like I'll be like just hanging on the chain.
Cool, cool. So that is Mebley's turn. After Mebley's turn, um, the Mebley is now visible, and Baphomet once again turns his head toward Witchblade, seeing some of the blood go down Witchblade's side as it seeps out of your armor a little bit. He licks his lips and goes for another Heart Cleaver attack.
Bruh.
I'm gonna shield it.
Dang. All right.
Every time I'm like taunting him, and every time he thinks that he finds a weakness is when I wait a second till I know he strikes, and then I throw up a shield up just to piss him off more.
Yeah, it just bounces off the shield, and he just has a low guttural growl of frustration. And it is Reditu's turn.
Nice. Gotta love the growling here. I'm going to move a little bit away. Like here-ish. Or maybe up one, I guess. And then I'm going to actually
When Luke, when you go to move 20 feet away from him, that will provoke an opportunity attack.
I don't want that.
So he will swing out with a 20 to hit with his heart cleaver.
I mean, I don't want to use my thing for myself. So yeah, I'll just take it and what would I roll? Constitution?
You not have your
Yep,
defensive
DC
duelist, Luke?
25 con.
What do you say?
Your defensive duelist, Luke.
Yeah, but it uses a reaction, and I want to save it to use cutting words for someone.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so.
Jamie, sit down right now.
Nice.
Cat. Nice.
So even with a 22, that 28 damage will not be healable by unnatural magical means.
It's alright. 28 you said?
Yep, 28 all slashing.
Okay. 28. And then I'm doing that back to him.
Rar.
Alrighty. The eye bite.
Get him in
But I
the
attempt to make him
eye.
feel sickened.
Boo.
Dang!
Oh, dang. Sickened. Okay.
Solid bonus.
Gosh.
Did I
Yep.
use a inspiration to make him use the 3?
He'll re-roll the 19 if you use your inspiration.
And plus it's a plus 14.
Yeah.
$14 is not insurmountable with a DC of 22.
Yeah, I'll use the inspiration on that.
Alright. He will re-roll. Woof.
Dang. Didn't even really change much at all. Alright. That's just sad and rude. Let's see if the mockery gets through. Actually, no, I'm gonna mock this weird ogre pede that's with Killjack.
The ogre pede that thinks he's strong.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's many cobbled together ears hear your insults and don't disagree. So it will
Don't
have
disagree.
disadvantage on the first attack.
Alright, that is my turn.
All right, we have a Rubazol that is still alive, and it would like to let out a lightning bolt. It's going to move bound over the river and up the ridge there. I guess there's also Scaldress over there, so wow, this lightning bolt may be way better than I thought.
No.
Yep. It's going to hit all 4 of you. Endura, Current, Scaldress, and the Ogrepede. As a lightning bolt, DC 16 dex.
Oh, heck
Soldiers get the
yes.
benefits of existing in Kildrak's general vicinity.
Nice.
Oh, it's okay. I got it.
29
Nat
becomes
20.
14.
You also resist the damage, so you're taking quarter.
Is Endura dire straits?
Are you sure it's 29 damage, Isaac? Are you sure it's like not like 28?
Do you want me to count it out, or do we trust the computer?
I'm just gonna put this out here that no one's blessed anymore.
Yeah, that is actually
He
very
had
sad.
exactly 29 health. And he rolled miserably for his deck save.
Wow.
What's quarter of 29?
7.
Damn it. I hope Bless was nice while it lasted.
It was.
Okay, good.
Is he not
Okay.
resistant to lightning stuff?
No. The only thing he's resistant or immune to is poison.
Oh, that's funny.
I know.
So that is the only Rubisol. Scaldrus is next.
Ah. It
It wasn't until I went on Foundry that I realized how much the blood and sand looks like lava. But
It
oh
really
well.
does.
Yes.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, it might have. I think the sand like looked a lot more yellow and better before I put the dark like red filter onto it. Oh boy, Psychic Scream.
I know somebody who struggles with intelligence saving throws.
Not the silly ogre peed.
Poor guy.
I'm gonna do like group, maybe. Let's see here.
Will
Saving
it do
throw.
if you hit saving throw? Will it do for all of them?
Yeah.
Come on! Why? Why did you roll a 19?
Heck yeah. The Rubisol's smart with a +0. Baphomet will.
Legendary resistance.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's gonna choose to succeed. The hard horns on his head protect his mind from the full brunt of your spell. So he still takes half, right? Takes half and is not stunned. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did that just do it to all of them? I think so. That does bloody him. Nope, dang
Seeing
it.
blood.
I just frick. Okay.
Seeing blood start to trickle out of his ears and knowing that Scaldrus is preying on his mind, I'm gonna get this massive fucking grin, which I guess you can't see behind my mask. And I'm gonna say, it seems that we mortals are not the only one to bleed Baphomet.
His eyes just bead with the most intense bright red. Stares into your soul. He is full of hatred. Is there anything else on Scaldrus' turn?
Would Witchblade be able to
Okay, so these guys are stunned.
roll intimidation on him?
Oh,
My gosh, what just happened?
that was really weird.
Oh my gosh. Did so many instances.
What? Oh my god.
Stun.
I don't know what's happening. I just have to reload my founder. Oh, okay, that was dumb, but I did it. Okay, sorry, what were you saying, Andrew, before I clicked those buttons?
Having a Witchblade roll intimidation against against Baphomet.
Yeah, you can roll intimidation against Baphomet.
Now, I have a question. My intimidation is +0. I have been talking a lot, so it makes sense to use charisma. However,
Idiot.
it'd be cool if you let me use athletics because of my force of strength.
Well, you are not proficient in intimidation, so you could roll strength, but not athletics.
Okay. Oh, so close! Unnatural 20.
Nice. All right.
It was so close to a natural, dude. It spun on it for a second.
Okay, so that's the end of Scaldrus' turn?
Gotta think about this. Do I want to do that?
Oh, at least you gave me time to open all the enemy stats again.
That's an action. Did you see the whisper I sent you?
No, I have not. Oh yeah, I heard you say that. That would be pretty busted, but
Well, no,
it's basically like
because
Sorcerer's Quicken Spell.
yes, but it's only at 17th level. It's an invocation, so it takes up a invocation, and also it's only like if I do an attack with a spell, I can't do like 2 spell attacks. I can only do like a
Well, yeah, I
cantrip.
mean the rules don't let you make 2 spell attacks.
Yeah.
But I think even at level 17, like everybody would take the thing that lets them Eldritch Blast as a bonus action.
True. Wait, there's a thing that allows them to be a bonus action?
No, if it existed.
Oh.
So what were you thinking about doing?
End of turn.
Okay.
I'll wait another 30 minutes.
Ogrepedes. Well, the T-Rex ran away from the silly Ogrepede, and there is just a Scaldress over there. These guys, unfortunately, are also stunned, and I have to scroll way, way up to see. They make a saving throw at the end of their turn. Okay, so dang. So those guys are stunned. All their many ogre heads that are stitched together are all just moaning. And like they're shaking their heads, which just makes the whole thing undulate strangely, and the arms on the ground like teeter back and forth. And it is Baphomet's turn. Oh,
Which he's stunned also.
sorry. What? He used a legendary resistance.
Oh, yes.
You do take 8 psychic damage at the start of your turn, Andrew.
What? From what?
The desecrated ground. You can move out of it if you want.
Yeah, I didn't know
So you don't take it next turn. Alrighty.
No opportunity attack on me.
Baphomet will just stand over Witchblade, huffing. You feel the warm air from his nostrils. And Baphomet will let out one horrible cry. So as he bellows, everyone within 60 feet of him make a DC 23 okay, yeah, just straight up 23 thunder. Wow. Or half as much if you are behind full cover. And then it is a wisdom save against being frightened.
Am I behind full cover?
Okay, so everyone except for Endura and Scaldress. Yeah, I'll count you as being behind full cover.
Thank you, everyone.
I think you would be the only one. So you get what, half damage? Yep.
I love how you're trying to be intimidating, even though you don't have advantage.
I do that just to taunt them because I want them to hit me and not you guys. I'm not trying to intimidate them. However, I did just critically fail and am afraid of him now.
I think we all are.
You didn't critically fail though.
Hold on.
I can't Indomitable it anymore. I can't Hero Diet. I don't have inspiration. I'm fucked.
Oh, hold on. Paladin is silly.
Why is Paladin silly?
He makes
you make it so I can't be afraid?
Yeah, certain people. Is it everyone in 30
I
feet
think it's
or
30 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Let's fucking go, dude.
That's crazy
That's
clutch.
So still leering down
I was in 10 feet.
30.
yeah, 30.
Oh,
Dang, bro.
Staring at
low.
Witchblade, he says in a low voice, "Even in my pain, you quake and tremble. I have done a sufficient job of softening you up. Now I shall retire." And Witchblade, only you see behind Baphomet, you see into this corridor with a bend at the end and a passage snaking off to the left, like a stone labyrinthine passage. That's very meticulous and well kept. And Baphomet steps into this portal, or yeah, and he teleports back to his home layer, basically.
as he steps away, I'm gonna shout, "Run away, you fucking coward!"
Witchblade, he does not react, like he is completely turned away from you, but you just like feel like his eyes have got to be burning so much right now. And gosh, I think that is a decent spot to
What?
end the session here.
Hang on one sec. You said there's a portal that is right here.
He basically gated himself away. So you kind of saw it into his lair for a brief second before he stepped away.
And the gate's closed. I'm assuming right behind him.
Yeah, it's not like really a portal. It's weird, but
Wait, if you
it disappears once he walks away from you.
if you saw it, could you technically plane shift to it?
If you want to go to the endless maze.
Wait, for real?
I believe that's how it works, is that because you saw where he went, you should be able to teleport to that spot.
Yeah, you would have to use teleport, not plane shift, because you're in the abyss, I believe. And let me reiterate, it is the endless maze, and you can teleport there at your own risk.
I bet it's amazing there.
So yeah,
Staring at the gate that is closed after I shouted at him, I'm just gonna shake my head and I'm gonna say that fucker ran away twice and has the gall to say that we're afraid of him. Fucking bastard. That's
I
okay.
remember our first encounter significantly differently.
We just have Witchblade, Current, and Kildrak. So we can go ahead and finish initiative here, Garrett, if you want to take your turn.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed by this, and I'm gonna unleash all of that fury on this guy's stunned, right?
Yep.
Yes, it is stunned.
Okay, Great Weapon Master strikes.
Oh
This
no.
guy is going to get carved up. Hopefully. How do I roll advantage?
I mean, he sort of is carved up already.
That's a like 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's gonna be 28 points of slashing.
All right.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yep. Their AC is like 18, yeah.
28 to hit, or 28 slashing again, I mean.
28 slashing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're just chopping like
Something to
multiple
hit.
limbs off with every swing.
He gone.
Oh, that's actually less, so 24. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to hack off the topmost head if I can, and just start hacking and chopping my way down his torso to cut off like arms and heads as possible, working my way down his body.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, you chop in like this the upper belly, and two heads and two arms fall off of the first one. And you chop further below, and another head and four arms falls off. And that it's a 24 to hit for
yeah.
16, 15.
24 damage.
Oh, 24 damage. And this time you can swing straight down. There's a head like up, and then there's a head just down underneath it facing the ground, and you just cleave through them, and the whole thing falls limp. Oh, maybe if I do damage to it.
And then this guy up here is slowed, correct?
And stunned.
Well, yes, stunned and slowed.
And stunned.
He's got
I'm going
yeah, it's
to
bad.
I'm going to, after I slash, I'm going to reel back Raven's Judgment, and I'm going to try to, like, fling forward, and shooting from my blade is going to be a spectral copy of it with Raven Wings. That is a 5th level spiritual weapon that is going to, if I make sure that I have the right range for this, I think I can move anyway. I'll step, like, into his corpse and do this. I'm going to fling a 5th level spiritual weapon at this guy.
Oh, cool.
Let me see if I can do this properly.
I was wondering if Luke was going to cast Spiritual Weapon earlier in the combat. The Sacred Flame and Vicious Mockery were having a rough time for a couple turns.
Yeah, I was kind of getting the feeling that I didn't think this was going to be too much of a fight, if that makes sense.
That's fair. So 5
Damage on that is absolutely
Radiant.
not correct.
Oh yeah,
Did you do the place template?
2
I
levels.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So it
never
should be
used that.
one more D8.
I don't know what that is.
No, it should be 3 more D8s.
Spiritual Weapon increases by 1d8 every
Sorry,
2
it's a second
levels.
level. Oh, that's why.
Mm,
Yeah,
It's
so you can
weird.
cast it as 4th level. I don't think the 5th level does anything.
Yeah, I will cast it as 4th level. Sorry, I did not realize that. So then,
Yeah,
yeah,
because it's
5.
sustained
That's
damage.
such
They don't
shit.
want to make it it level up like instantaneous spells.
Which
Okay,
is
that is
understandable.
my
One more
turn.
D8. Oh, holy shit! Yeah, you got 2 1s.
Oh, it is 1 more D8. Okay. So 8 damage.
The double 1s on a 2d8. That's crazy. Okay. So Current's turn is
Oh,
next.
wait. Sorry. That should be reduced by 1. That is a cleric spell, not a wizard spell, so it should be 7 total damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, that's it.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to spell magic again. At 5th level this time.
Yeah. Dispel Magic will once again slow and go ahead and do that wisdom roll.
Bro.
That is brutal. So the Rubizol is slowed and the Ogre Pete is still stunned. As once again the portal flickers and you're able to make their forms slightly erratic, but aren't able to close the portal.
Am I able to just change into a fresh T-Rex form since I have unlimited wild shapes? That's my bonus action.
That's a good question. I don't know if you can like wild shapeshift into. Yes, I believe that is how it works. Yeah. So in the rules, yeah, it says you stay in B shape for a number of hours. You then revert to your normal form unless you spend another use of this feature. So, that way it sounds is that you just use it again and can just return into a T-Rex, which is absolutely bonkers. But totally doable.
That's my turn.
Kildrak, last in initiative, and there is a thread for Roses and Thorns if people want to type that out. But yeah, it is Kildrak's turn before we end the session.
Well, I guess I'll step over and take the chip damage so that I can inflict radiant damage. Oh, the crit fail. All right, fantastic way to end the session.
Okay, so
Not to mention the minimum 2d10 roll. We're
oh wow, that's awesome. So your first one does do 21 plus 2. And then a crit fail to end the session.
perfect.
Huzzah!
All right. Well, yeah, we will come back at the start of initiative next week, and
On Dragon Ball Z.
I was gonna say something.
Inspirations?
Yeah. Who does not have inspiration?
Me.
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 Don't anymore.
Not
Okay, so it's like
anymore.
just Kildrak that has inspiration.
Correct.
Alrighty. I guess the dice are smiling upon you guys today. So let's go ahead and yeah, we can do Roses and Thorns in the thread. Does anybody want to nominate someone? I'm not going to give inspiration to all 5 of you. So if people want to start nominating people, you can. I don't think we need to like do it in an orderly manner if people just want to shout out. Okay, me, I think I do want to give it to Tom off the bat because of the if he can see me, then he can see my middle finger or flipping him off. That comment was
Yeah.
amazing. So Tom, go ahead and take an inspiration. And yeah, if anyone else wants to jump in, go ahead.
I'd probably.
Thank you.
It's probably more for like the last session, but the whole disintegrate thing that Scaldress did, I thought was just
Oh, that's so true.
Dude,
Amazing.
Cosmo Box Ob to fuck off after like 2 rounds is insane.
yeah. So I just think that's worth referencing again, even though it wasn't technically this session. And then otherwise, it'd be Witchblade for just. Well, I mean, I guess technically Endura.
Yeah.
For tackling the portal and everything that was.
Yeah, okay, those were both pretty awesome.
That's my nomination stuff, if you will.
Yeah, any other nominations or thoughts?
I think it's absolutely hilarious how much effort me and Endura had to put into Break One Portal for Current to just go spell and it to immediately work is just hilarious. I want to inspire for that.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Any other thoughts? Really quick. While people are thinking, I will say, I made sure I have a backup map after putting a lot more work into that feeding chamber map before, and then the earthquake. I was like, I'm not putting effort into a map like this and not having a backup, just in case something absolutely ludicrous happens. But if that's all good, yeah, I think we'll give an inspiration to Scaldress for mostly, yeah, Andrew's plan. And what, Garrett, did you do Bane? That Bane gave him vulnerability, right?
That was Channel Divinity Path to the Grave.
Oh, Pass to the Grave. Okay, yeah, the Bane is just the minus D4. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so that was awesome. And Witchblade for yeah, a lot of things this session, but definitely starting off by just deleting that portal, mostly with Endura, and also current, yeah, just taking short turns, but those Dispel Magics were very crazy and kind of funny after Garrett tried so hard on the one portal. Well, have a good week, everybody. Thanks for playing and sticking out until 10. I will see you all hopefully on Monday.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Toodles.